Okay, so we're on to day 24, our final day of our Advent challenge. Well done if you've got this far, even if you've just been watching. It's been a great learning experience and it's been good to have you along. I'm going to finish up with a nighttime sky with some rooftops and a silhouette of Santa's sleigh. I think that's a fitting end to this. So I'm just taking water on with a round number 6 and trying to just create a nice neat border. I'm still going to be using that same palette with all those colours squirted on. I've used that for the whole of the 24 days. I'm going to start with a bit of a glow and we're going to use some cadmium yellow for that. So I'm just dipping in, loading my brush up. I'm going to give a nice glow here in this bottom section. Then I'm going to dip into some rose. If you use rose or your cadmium red would work, and just blend that through a little bit here. That's just going to stop the blue going green. And then I've got some Prussian blue. That I'm bringing in towards the top. Try and get a nice edge. Some wonderful things happening here. So we've dabbed the blue and it's doing some shooty motion. I'm going to leave it. One of the beauties of watercolour is letting it do its own thing. And I hope over this time of doing these little exercises or watching these little exercises, you've learned that actually you can let watercolour do its own thing. You don't have to control it totally. Now this is Payne's Grey that's coming in. Nice little circular motion. Dabbing in, it's pretty much neat Payne's Grey. I'm just going to bring that through. I don't want to eliminate those lovely blue marks, so I'm working with them. Bringing a little bit of this through to create a nice nighttime sky. Just dabbing in those clouds. Make them look random, they'll work better. Got a really nice glow there. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. Okay, so that's nicely dry. And what I'm going to do is come on with a Santa and reindeer silhouette into the sky. So let's go for it. I'm coming straight on with a Payne's Grey. I am referencing something off the internet. So you could reference something off the internet. And I'm just painting as I go. So it just needs to look a little bit like a reindeer. That's what we're aiming for. A few antlers. You'll be surprised what your brain will hold as a reindeer. So don't be too panicky. So there's one. I'm sure they won't all look exactly the same, but we'll try. So I'm using a little detailer brush. Just have to keep hitting the phone at the same time so I can see what I'm doing. Moving this along. You might only get 2 reindeer. And then we've got the sleigh. So it's actually quite a simple silhouette. And then we've got Santa. So a few dabs can make a Santa, and we'll stick some presents in the back. There we go, Santa and the reindeer. And then I'm going to come on with a round number 6. And I'm going to start to create some rooftops. So this is still with the Payne's Grey. We're going to go for different shapes. Random dabs can create wonderful things. If you've ever done a cityscape, I must do a cityscape at some point. You can create some wonderful effects with just some random dabs. So I'm varying the tone of the paint a little bit. In fact, I might even have a tall church steeple in here. I'll go down to my detailer. Just make sure they're not too rustic that they're falling over. You just want to make sure that they're nicely vertical. And just give my brush a little bit of a rinse, and I can just bring in a little bit of water just where I've left a bit of light, just underneath. We've got a really lovely effect. So thank you very much for joining me for this watercolour challenge. Depending on how well it's gone, I may do something for January as well. So I shall see you next time. Bye.